living large. Tony's in charge, he's got the knowledge, the skills, and the art. Streaming live, stock trading all day, helping people learn and make money their own way. From Wall Street to Tokyo, Tony's got the flow, teaching the game, ain't nothing to show. He's got the charts, the trends, and the moves, making profit, making moves his groove. Trade with Tony, he's the man. Learn from him, you'll join the winning band. Making money worldwide, it's a blast. Trade with Tony and making fortune fast. Living the life, living large, Tony's in charge. He's got the knowledge, the skills, and the art. Streaming live, stock trading all day, helping people learn and make money their own way. From Wall Street to Tokyo, Tony's got the flow. Teaching the game, ain't nothing to show. He's got the charts, the trends, and the moves. Making profit, making moves. It's groove.
Good morning, traders. CPI day today. Also got fuel inventories. We've got wholesale trade numbers as well, so there's quite a lot happening. Well, that's a big move. Why? SXT Pharma. Seeing any company specific news catalyst? Stop now, Mike. I'm not seeing any specific catalyst for XTC. SXT, sorry. SXTC, whatever. Like a bit of a pop and drop by the looks of it. Okay, so Josh, is this for day trading or options trading? Well, you can day trade options, but it's day trading, but we trade equities, not options. So it's not an options channel, even though you can day trade options, technically speaking. You can buy options and sell on the same day, which is a day trade. And so we're trading equities. Where is my phone, by the way? Oh, I have no idea. 1 minute, I've lost my phone. Found it. Had a senior moment. Okay. So yeah, where was I? Day trading equities. That's what we're about on this channel. Yeah, Oscar, good luck trading CPI today. I personally will try not to be in any trades. Here comes the 8 o'clock scrum. Yeah, I caught some of that move as well, mate. WNW. Morning, Alberto. Morg. Well done, Ed. That's a very good possibility, John. It could be a sympathy move. Hey, Dave. How you doing? Oh, I know what I've not done. I've not set up the TikTok live stream, so just bear with me one moment, kids, and I'll get that going as well. Okay, and we now have TikTok live as well. That one over there. And away we go. Right, SXTC, I think that's done. WNW, Maywood Technology. Yeah, I'm not convinced with this one. Got a nice move up on ICCT, but look. SXTC, but it's over $2. Those are the top gappers at the moment, and they are the three top gappers, so it works out right. Just changing the screens around, the charts around there. So if there is a stock you would like to be on the three small charts at the bottom, let me know. I'll take a look at it and put it up there for you, and you can watch that. If you're watching a particular stock, I can keep that on watch for you. That's not a problem. This year, in total, since January, about 130k. Had a really good January, which has kept me going because I had a very poor February and, you know, a small red March. So we're now I've had six consecutive green days. I'm very close to goal. I'm 13 bucks away from goal here. So I'll have a look at it for you, John. I'm still full of a head cold, so you'll have to excuse me. Well, it's sub $2, so that's why I'm not seeing it, and the volume isn't huge, but it did pop up. Ideal Pharmaceutical. It seems to be moving, but it pulled all the way back to the 9 and bounced. Seem to see a lot of that lately. The 9 EMA bounce. Does it have a catalyst? Usually it pops up like that without a catalyst. It will just pop and drop, but it's regained the regained them all. So let's have a look. Not what I'm going to be trading. It does have a nice catalyst. So Adel Pharmaceuticals, Adel Pharmaceuticals potential treatment for alcohol use disorders shows encouraging safety patient compliance. There you go. Clinical trial catalyst. Just under 4 million float. 3% short. It's volume. It's not great relative volume at the moment. Normally does about just under 4 million. Normally recycles its float on a daily. It's only done approaching 1 million so far. So there's plenty of time for it to get to an average day. Well, that's better than a kick in the old scrotum there, John. You can pull 300 quid out of it. 300 smackaroonies. 300 green ones. Look. If it works for you, fill your boots. But like I say, I don't touch these sub $2 stocks. Hey Adam, how you doing? Pull back even further than the 9 there, so we'll see. It does have a catalyst. The S&P 500 up today. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the CPI. Will it rally? If it rallies, we could get back up to those levels. You know, we could get back up to that 525, 530 level. Look at the SPY, which is the S&P 500, Spider S&P 500 from State Street. It's an ETF which tracks the S&P 500. So let's take a look at the SPY on the daily. SPY on the daily, as you can see, we had this big gapped up and then a big red candle last week. It pulled below the 20 on the daily. Then we pretty much bounced half of that back up. So we're just since mid-March, been kind of chopping sideways. We've had a couple of all-time highs here. The all-time high out of our session, all-time high is 525.50. We're at 520. So it's not beyond realms. If we have a good CPI print, it could break all-time highs. However, the converse is also true. If we have a poor CPI print, we might be all the way back down here around at 515, 516 or something like that. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with the CPI there in just over 20 minutes. A personal opinion, it's not financial advice on the S&P 500 in the next few months, Joseph. Is that it's very extended. I think it's due a little bit of a correction. So go back to this daily chart that I've drawn here. This is what I drew last year. So I'm going back to, so I'm zooming out here. So I'll go back to the bottom of the bear market in 22. The October bear market bottom was here. Then we started moving up within this channel. We broke below it a little bit towards the end of last year. And then we got the what they call the Santa Claus rally, but it's not stopped. So I'm expecting it to come back within this channel, this bull market channel, or come back to this bull market channel rather. So we need a little bit of a correction before then moving back up. So if it comes back towards 510, gets back into this channel, even if it comes back towards kind of 495, 490 in the next couple of months, not all at once, a big plummet in a couple of days, that would be disastrous. But a slow kind of retracement over the course of a month or so, down towards kind of 500, 490, and then a continuation, I think will be more healthy. Up here, I think it's very extended. That's just my own personal opinion. Over the last couple of, well, I'd say over the last 10 years, the market has just continued to perform above and beyond expectations. And the NASDAQ in particular, so the tech stocks in particular, have been fueling a lot of that, because the tech stocks now make up a large portion of the S&P 500 now as well. So yeah, that's my opinions on the S&P 500 in the next couple of months, Joseph. Just my opinion. I'm not a financial analyst. I'm not a market professional. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion that likes to trade the market. Well, there you go, Mark. I'm just looking what else is moving. We've got very low volume. Big mover. All a bank. Yeah, don't like it. I've got food stuck in my teeth. It's going again. Adel Pharmaceutical, if it gets over $2, I might take a look at it. But it does, excuse me, it does have a catalyst, clinical trials for treatment of alcohol use disorders. So why are you trading multiple stocks? You never learn, Puno. Concentrate on one at a time, unless you're swinging them, and then I would ask why you're swinging such garbage stocks. But you know, you and I we'll never see eye to eye. You know that, buddy. Absolutely, Mike. Did you manage to get a good fill below the bid? I don't get that. Doesn't happen, but more often than not, I'll get a bad fill above the ask. Go figure. But getting a good fill below the bid is always nice. You must have money to burn, Puno, because you don't seem to stick to any one particular strategy, and then you make these silly trades with garbage stocks. Get on the Day Trade with Tony education program, Puno, and I'll give you some mentoring. I'll give you a strategy that works most of the time. As we saw in February, it doesn't work all the time, but it works most of the time. You've got to be disciplined with it. What's going on with Silo? Silo Pharma popping up. Have a quick look at that one. Silo Pharma set to acquire exclusive licensing for promising Alzheimer's disease therapeutic. The drug shows cognitive and stress reduction benefits in preclinical models. That's a nice catalyst on Silo. Find a nice entry. Hey, CC. Yes, Morg. It's already pinned in. It's in the. Yeah, I can put it in the description. It's already pinned in the chat. I'll put it in the description for you. Just give me a second. But all the links are in the description that are on the thing. So let me just pop it in there. Where are we? Just edit the description here. There you go. It's in the description as well. First link for the link tree, but all the links are there in the description that you need. Yeah, it's pinned. The link tree's pinned in the chat. It's been every day. Silo just popped and dropped. Double top. M pattern. Always a worry, but then pulled all the way back. That's disappointing with a lovely catalyst like that as well. Very disappointing. That's XTC pulling back. Yeah, everything having a little bit of a retracement right now. We're getting most of the momentum seems to be to the downside right now on the momentum scanner. So I'll continue to watch for any kind of successive highs on my signals, on my Benzinga signals. If you've not got Benzinga, guys, go out and try it. It's again, you'll find it in the link tree, but Benzinga is fantastic. It really is. Find all of these things to trade. Momentum trading. It's all on Benzinga. Get it all from Benzinga. What's moving? Why it's moving? How much it's moving? Edile is trying again. Excuse my voice. It's I'm still a little bit hoarse. I'm over the worst, I think, but I'm still a little bit hoarse from the man flu. You females in the chat, you won't understand how severe the man flu is. It's a terrible affliction. Remember, guys, if you haven't already, smash that thumbs up button on the tube. Give me a nice little drum solo on your screen if you're watching on TikTok and get the like count up. We managed to get 7,000 likes on TikTok yesterday. YouTube, a shame on you. But to be fair, on TikTok you can like the stream more than once, but you can't on YouTube unless you've got multiple accounts. If you have got multiple accounts on YouTube, go and like it on every one of them. Let's get that like count up. Yes, XTC, Adam, it's pretty much pulled all the way back. Swap that out with ILO, I think, which is also pulling most of the way back. Dial might get $2 on this. It's a nice catalyst. Hey Thomas, how you doing, buddy? At 190, 187, testing 190 now. Current high day 187 on A-Dial. Company is A-Dial Pharmaceutical. The ticket is ADIL. Looks like we're going to get a test of $2 here. 195 is the current session high. We do have daily resistance at 210. And again at the $0.25 level. $2, the higher day now. So I'm looking for a break over $2. Sellers at 2, went straight past it. And we get a pullback to 2 for support. Bullish action over $2 if we can get there. Psychological level. And then pay for the cost of the trade. Oh, we're over goal on the day. Nice one, Mike. Love to hear it. Hope your 2x goal now. Lock it in and, like I said, makes up for yesterday. A little bit more. 210 and I'll get a New highs. Nice. $100 nearly. No, Dan, I'm currently what I would call on trader rehab because I have had 2 successive months. Yeah, we'll be watching it, the CPI come out at the bottom of the hour there, Coach. 2 successive red months, so I just needed to kind of. I lost. I mean, I've got a 50k drawdown at the moment, which is created from February. So I needed to kind of downsize and get back into the habit of registering green and putting profits on the board. But downsize the goal. I will scale back up once I've got a consistent run of green. I'll start scaling back up. There's nothing to say that I can't make 2, 3, 4, 5k, which I did the other day, by the way. I had a 6k day the other day on the 1k goal. So whilst I do say get green, stay green, get to goal and get out, I also am of the adage that if the market's in your favour, when it's sometimes in your favour, you make hay while the sun shines. But yeah, Dan, I'll not be staying at 1k a day. I will increase that again. Right now, my equity position, starting position today was 27.5k. So I'll be increasing once I get over 30k. I might increase it to maybe 1500 or something, and slowly grow it again. It's a confidence thing. It's a confidence thing. I had a terrible February and not great March, so I just need to get the confidence back and put a nice green streak together. I don't mind the odd red day, just as long as it's exactly that, the odd red day. Whereas in February I was having red days every week, and that's just not good. I would be careful with that, Mo, with Boeing. I'd wait for it to bottom out before looking to buy in. I don't like to predict prices. I prefer to look at the price action and watch for the reversal indicators. A retest of the highs. Great, still there, but mindful of a double top. You're watching Lays at the opening in? Well, it's starting to make it's trying to make its way back up to it's underneath the VWAP at the moment, so I'm not even considering it. But it's trying to make its way back up to yesterday's close price, which is what, 259 or something. Oh, let's nip across to the SPY. We've got news about to drop, or dropping as we speak. CPI data coming out. Oh, there we go. Now, vomit, vomit, vomit. So CPI data. Month over month, core CPI for March is 0.4% versus the 0.3% estimate. So inflation's going up versus the estimate. The USA CPI month over month for March, again 0.4 versus 0.3 estimate, 0.4 previously. Core CPI year over year for March is plus 3.8 versus the plus 3.7 year over year. So it's higher, inflation is up higher, which is why we're seeing a drop on the S&P 500 and a big drop at that. It was 3.8 prior, so it's just not moved, but it's above estimates, which the market doesn't take well to. So getting hot numbers on the CPI, so selling off, the market selling off, and all the big names will go with it. So you look at your Apples, your Amazons, look at Amazon dropping, Nvidia dropping. So these, when they've not got catalysts of their own, these big names, S&P 500 names, they follow the market, and this is all down to the CPI data. So despite dropping like a stone at the moment, let's see, we had a daily low there, daily swing low to 512 there on Thursday last week, and then we bounced. So let's see what happens. Do we reach that? Do we swing lower? I did say, if we're looking at the daily as well, I did say that the little channel in there. Coming back into this channel, it will be a healthy thing because it's quite extended up here outside of this channel, so above this channel. Coming back into this channel is kind of a healthy thing, but doing it in one go can be quite dangerous because you probably will get a lot of volatility on the back of that. So cheers, Dave. I don't know about him messing up crypto. I think crypto's done enough damage of itself. I think Binance case is not done. The SBF case is still not done yet. A lot of court cases to come out in the wash there with crypto El Puno. So I just that's why I've not got back into crypto. I want to see something happen first. Yeah. Go back to air dial. And I thought double top, head out, take the profit. That's that little bit of profit. Well, 1300 up. We're over goal. Yeah, the SQQQ, SOXs, the like you say, the bear ETFs are making a move now, but they're making a move on the back of. I mean, they're a derivative based on the stocks that make up the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ or the Dow Jones or whatever. Well, we'll see. I don't think we're going to get any rate cuts this month there, Jack. Maybe Visa Biopharma popped up to 160 and pulled back. It's huge retracement. But for me, dial is the top mover at the moment. Top momentum stock to the upside at the moment. Above $2, that is. Oh, hang on a minute. It's not great volume, but let's have a look at Inspira. And I popped up, bounced, and then it's testing lows. Yes, I don't like that. Mike, if you are a mid and high cap trader, then momentum to the upside definitely has been killed. So what you do is you switch your strategy and go short. Mid and high caps tend to be liquid stocks, tend to be easy to borrow. So you basically change your strategy, reverse your patterns, and look for those moves to the downside. However, if you're a short cap trader, they tend to be more intraday based. They're not so much market influenced as the mid and high caps are. So if you're looking at low float, low price stocks, I say low price stocks, I'm talking anywhere between kind of $5 and $25. Low float, so realistically under 100 million in the float. They tend to be influenced on a daily basis by their own catalysts. So that's why you want to look for stocks that have their own company-specific catalyst. And that way they'll be less influenced by outside market forces. Well, day 7, I think. Day 6 or day 7. I think it's day 7. Might be day 6. No, it'll be day 6. Today will be day 6 of green. Need to keep it. $6 month so far. It's a little bit of a far cry from the $200 months I had. A couple of them I had last year. But look, not every day is a all-time high day. Surging stocks that are moving are all ETFs at the moment. Absolutely, John. All green's good green. Still going, Adam. Still going. SPY still testing lows. Gonna be a bearish day, so we broke below that that swing low from last week, and all the bounce that we had this week. Gotta do it all again. But like I say, a pullback is healthy. It was very extended where it was all-time highs, so a nice healthy pullback into that bullish channel, that growth zone as opposed to the extended area. And I think a little bit of a range market for a month or two, and then we can go again. I'm not a big fan of range markets. They don't suit my trading style, but let's see. Yeah. Oh, ruined by ETFs at the moment, the scanners. In fact, I'm going to get rid of ETFs out of here. rid of the ETFs. There we go. Now we don't have to. I don't have to worry about the ETFs screwing up the scanners. Yeah, we've got air dial testing high of day now. Oh, new high of day. Nice entry. I want a bit of a pullback so we can get an entry. Find some support down at the 9, maybe. 5 to 20, like that. Well, what do you think of the CPI, the inflation data, guys? Yeah, the market pullback, healthy or sign of things, worse things to come? Let me know your thoughts. Right, I'll put a poll in there. Let me know your thoughts. Let's start a poll. There you go. Let me know your thoughts. I don't think there'll be entry. Well, we'll get the FOMC minutes later today as well. So I think you'll find that that's part of that conversation. That's actually a fair point, Dan. It is healthy that we're pulling back, but there probably will be more. Is there any skill involved, or is it luck? Rosa, it's nothing to do with luck. You make your own luck, and unless you know what you're doing, it's only luck if you don't know what you're doing. But it's all about playing probabilities and having a strategy that gives you an edge. And if you don't have a strategy that gives you an edge, then of course you don't know if the stock's going to go up or not, so you put the odds in your favor. You look for stocks that have momentum to the upside, you ride that momentum and take your profits. You look for stocks that have a good catalyst, a higher relative volume, so there's more people trading it than normal, which gives it that larger interest. So there's a number of factors that you would look for your stock selection when you're looking for a trade to take. There's a skill. There's definitely a skill involved. You don't make 3 million in as many years on luck. That's all I'm saying. Shush, Alistair. But you've got to also recognise that you're going to be wrong sometimes. So it's about cutting your lose. You take trades. Not every trade you get is going to be a winning trade. So you're going to make gains and you're going to make losses. You're going to have losing trades. The banks don't gamble. That's all I'm saying. The banks don't gamble, and that's what they're doing on a daily basis. Is they're taking trade, and not all of them work out. They employ people to take trades, and hedge funds are the same thing. So they don't all work out, but if you've got a strategy that works and it pays off, you can earn nice money at it. Yeah, I kind of put that to bed last year when I was finding it difficult to find stocks trade over $3 moving well. So I've lowered my floor to $2, Alistair, and I'm fairly resilient with that $2 floor. See it over 240. Right, that doji. We've got 40 minutes before them, just over 40 minutes, 41 minutes before the market actually opens proper. I want to see this bounce on the $0.25 and move up and test that 240. We're looking for 240 here. Current high of day is 240, so we wanted to see it retest the high of day. I will get out if it falls below the $0.25. We're just right in that range. 225 is a 15-cent range. We're right at the bottom of it right now. There we go. Rosa, can I give a little breakdown of what you're seeing on screen where the green numbers are? Is that what you're making or losing? Okay, so what you're seeing on screen is my P&L. Realized is locked in numbers, so that's profit. Unrealized, so the red numbers is losses, green numbers is gains. Total at the bottom, the summary is total profit. Unrealized is the profit on the trade, profit or losses on the trade. And you will see that, and again it's red or green, and it just means that you're still in the trade, you've not closed the trade. Bid is the market bid price, what people are bidding to buy that, and the ask is what people are stockholders are wanting to sell at. So the bid and the ask, that's what the difference between the bid and the ask is what's known as the spread. And the spread very often is where your market makers and your brokers make a little bit of money on you. Feel a lot better, Earth and Honey. Had a nice nap this early evening, and then a lovely shower. So right now I'm 900 up in profit, Rosa. The target is 1,000. I was over that. So now I've got to make sure that the next trade counts in my favor. Those CPI numbers may have taken a little bit of the volatility out of the market. So we'll probably have to wait till the bell rings now for volume to come in. You want to spook a few traders. Thanks, Adam. Well, these lines here, we've got the 9 exponential moving average. So that's the average over the last 9 candles, or if you will. And then we've got the 20 exponential moving average. So it's over the last 20. Then we've got the volume weighted average price, often referred to as the VWAP. And that's, well, I've got that one set, I think I've got that one set to 24 or whatever. Back over the $250, which was my signal to get out last time. Now I'm back in because I broke the $250. I'm looking for it to test that high of 240. There we go, back to where we were. Sold just before the $50, psychological level. See, can we break through? Price down for break over. Puts. Sizing, Rosa. Sizing. So if your market makers are they're dealing, so I'm dealing like 1,000 shares, for example, but they're dealing with 1,000 me. So they could like 100,000 shares at a penny spread. It all adds up across, and it's not just at any one time. If you look at, I can't actually show you. Yeah, can I show you this? Oh. So the level 2, you can see how many, and then the ticker tape. You can see the shares that are going through at any one time. Multiples of like hundreds of thousands of shares. Not just me trading. Look at the volume here. The million shares went through on this one candle here. This 1 minute, 1 million shares were traded. So think about that. 1 million shares were traded. So a penny on 1 million shares, it adds up. All right, close it down, Mike. Don't have another day like yesterday. You can, but I probably won't. Certain songs are louder than others, Rosa, so just bear with me. And I'm not talking all the time, so the music's there for just. The thing is, Mike, when you've had a couple of red days, you just lock in a green day. When you've had a couple of green days, and you're feeling confident, that's the time that you want to be saying, okay, now's the time to actually maximize my gains. Good to see you, Alistair, as always. Nice little bull flag setup there that I missed. Good entry would have been the $0.50 back over it. Little bull flag there, but it would have been a good entry there. Would have been back over the $0.50, and I missed it. So it's about waiting for the right opportunity. Got 10 cents on that. There is an IPO today scheduled. MNDR is the ticker. We've got MNDR is the ticker for today's IPO. That will probably go live at 10:45, 11 o'clock. So market time. Yeah, guys, smash that like button. Do it now. You know you want to. If you've not smashed the like button yet, get on it. Our SPY will go back up, Adam. It's been defying all logic of late, and when it pulled back last Thursday this much, in fact, it pulled back more last Thursday. Let's just go back to the SPY. I'll come back to this in a second, but let's go back to the SPY. So the SPY is the S&P 5 Spider S&P. Spider S&P 500 from State Street. It's an ETF that tracks the S&P 500 or the SPX. Let's go back to the daily chart here. So you see this daily chart, and if we look, this was actually higher. It went up to 525 and then pulled all the way back. So a big red candle, and it bounced. We got back up to 521 today before it dropped. So it's already been down to 511, and it's looking now like it might bounce again. It's just whatever the market, whatever's thrown at the market, it seems to stay strong for some reason at the moment, and it's very extended right now. So a nice holding below the VWAP right now will be good. Maybe a nice strong red day. maybe even pull back further into kind of below 510 and something later in the day would be kind of healthy. If it just bounces back up and gets back up to 520 intraday or within this week, that's just going to be, it's the strength of the market. It's just going to be too strong, and I just don't think it's sustainable. And what tends to happen when you have that is it continues up and up, and then you have this massive crash, and big pullback, and it ruins a lot of people. So just be careful. Yeah. Well, look, I needed 8 more likes. I got 4. Where was the other 4? Come on, guys. Yeah, there'd be a lot of market manipulation going on ahead of the elections later this year. Just remember, we've got the Bitcoin halving in a couple of weeks' time. So watch for historically speaking, the 12 to 16 months after the Bitcoin halving is the most bullish time for Bitcoin and the crypto market. So yeah, watch for that, and you can expect another bull run from Bitcoin, I would say from June onwards. So back to air dial. Right, leave it, Mike. Leave it. Wait for it to get over, I would say 255 for confirmation. There you go. There's 10 cents. Half an hour, 28 minutes, then the market opens. And I'm sure in that 28 minutes, at least one person will smash that like button on YouTube. Well, I think the general consensus is that everybody believes that the pullback is healthy, and that it's a healthy pullback, not the sign of doom and gloom. You bought the 9, Alistair, you degenerate that you are. What did I get, Victor? Oh yeah, the confirmation at 255, 265 and 10 cents. Yeah, 240 to 261. Nice one, Alistair. Well played. Bit of a shooting star there, so I'll hold off. Even if it breaks a little bit higher now, unless it breaks the $0.75 now, I think I'll probably knock this one on the head. It is looking very, it's quite extended up there. It's 123% up on the day. 100. Cheers, Victor. Thank you very much. Yeah, but is it coming down for a double bottom before moving back up, Adam, or is it going to continue? That's the S&P 500 coming down. Clear mind. There's a lot of red on the momentum scanner. Oh, it's nearly all red, in fact. So in terms of stocks above $2 that I'm looking to trade, they dial pulling back a little bit. Silo, maybe. Silo Farm is not up with too much on it now, but is it going to go again? I don't know. WNW is just under $2, so I'll keep it there on the watch screens. It's not about being courageous, Victor. It's just about being, it's just about, you know, playing the probabilities, knowing how stocks move typically, watching for the patterns that tend to fall out, tend to present themselves on a daily basis. So you know when the volume's coming in. It's usually, if it's bullish, so you're watching the color of the ticker tape, you're watching for big sellers on the level 2, and then you see the volume, extra volume coming in. The speed of the ticker tape gives you an indication that you're going to get that breakout from a flat top, from a bull flag, whatever it is. And then you play, you look for your initial target. Then if you get beyond that, that's when you start making profits. You take a little bit of profit at your initial target and move your stop up to break even. And that way you've got a profitable trade, no matter what. Other than that, if it doesn't hit your initial target, I always let it play out. And if it then hits my stop loss, I'll should. Sometimes I don't. If it hits my stop loss, I should cut it there then. It's just about, like I say, putting the odds in your favor rather than going to the casino and gambling where the odds are in the favor of the house. You want to be the house. You want the odds in your favor. Absolutely, mate. Plan your trade and trade your plan. I think you've been coming on this stream a little bit too long, mate. You know all my catchphrases. Airdale Farmer is the top momentum stock to the upside, above $2 today. In fact, it's the top momentum stock to the upside today, right now. Top gapper. Got 22 minutes before the market opens, and we're over goal. Still got that February drawdown to recover, but I don't mind taking a couple of months to do that. Not like I need the money today. Yeah, down 1.5%, 1.6 on the NASDAQ there, Mike. Like I say, if you're a mid and high cap stock trader, this is when you get news like CPI coming out that's hot and it drives the market down. You look for those short trade opportunities, because your Apples, your mid and high cap stocks are usually, not all of them, but usually easy to borrow and fully leverageable, and they will follow the market. So days like today are days where you change your strategy and go short. Well, any green's good, Green Mob. You got caught for that the initial liquidity grab, didn't you? As the numbers were about to drop, you got that initial liquidity grab. Happens every time. The 5 minute dojis are just, I'm kind of losing interest in this one right now. silo's not really there either. No volume on Solar Bank. Yeah, no real volume on Solar Bank. It's one of the top 3 gappers, so don't know what you mean, Mark. I've no idea. What you're trying to insinuate that I'm a gunslinger here on the market? It's funny that, John, because I was watching a video the other day of one of the, I didn't remember which super trader it was, and he was saying that the market goes one of 3 ways. I went, what was it? And he said it goes either, it's either a bull market which goes up, a bear market which goes down, and said the third market is a range-bound market which is just sideways and choppy. And yeah, okay, that makes sense. I knew that, but. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go, but this definitely, I think Adile is a bit extended where it's at right now. So pulling back towards the VWAP before the open, you might see a nice VWAP bounce around 220 or 225, even. Might not even get down to the VWAP. 225, 230. Nice healthy pullback, ready to go again. And then if you get a gap and go, you're going to be watching that pre-market high as your bull point, you know? You can look for a break of the $0.50 to the upside or whatever. Right now, if it pulls back much further, you're probably going to get what's known as the death cross, which a lot of traders use, the 9 and the 20. When the 9 crosses from above to below the 20, we call it the death cross, and that's very often a sign for them to get out. So just be wary when that happens. A lot of traders will take either a short position, but in this case, hard to borrow. It's not short sell restriction, but hard to borrow. They'll probably look to take a short position as that 9 crosses the 20. You know what, John? That's not a bad strategy. If the volatility of the open bothers you, you tend to find you need to widen your range and increase the risk that you're prepared to take on a trade within that first 5-10 minutes, because the volatility is a lot more. Which also means that if you're going to take the same sizing, you're risking a lot more. So the best thing to do is size down in that first 5 to 10 minutes, and then you can actually scale in if it starts to move in your favor. And the best way I've found to scale in is put a trailing stop in for that first portion, and then you can scale in on top of that. And then if you get that stop gets hit, you can put the rest. Everything pulling back a little bit now. Don't mind that. We've got 15 minutes. 15 minutes before the bell rings. You tend to find that indicators, what do you mean by reliable? All indicators are 100% reliable all day because they're all lagging indicators. What I mean by that is any like moving average, it's reliable because it's telling you what's happened. It's not a prediction of the future. So any strategy that's based on moving averages is sketchy at best because the future actions are not dependent on past actions. Anybody that goes and plays roulette will tell you that. You know, the martingale scenario at roulette states probabilities will, based on a fully balanced, legitimately level roulette wheel, that, you know, probabilities each like column or will get 1 in every 3 on average. So it doesn't work that way. But moving averages are the same. You have a strategy, you can back test the strategy on moving averages, and you back test it and it'll work out 70-80% effective, and then you put it in real life scenario, and what you've not done is take into account the market conditions, or take into account for certain catalysts or whatever it is, and it fails. All the moving average does is tell you, it gives you an indication of sentiment, but it tells you what's actually happened in the price action. There's no better indicator than price action. I like using the indicators, as I say, as a tell me about sentiment. It tells you what the market's feeling about that particular stock. Is it cooling down? Are you starting to see reversal indicators? Which would not, like the death cross is a reversal indicator. It's a sentiment that, you know what, people are not as bullish as they were a few minutes ago. That could tell change. We're above the VWAP, which is a good intraday indicator of sentiment. So we're still bullish overall. Now we might get the golden cross here, where the 9 crosses from below back above the 20, which will kind of put a mocker on the original death cross, because it only lasted 5-10 minutes. So all it is the moving averages is our indicators of sentiment, and you want to use that to your advantage, because if the market is cooling off on a stock that was very bullish, you might want to wait for the bullish action to come back in. Open this door because it's weird. Yeah. That's the advantage of having direct access there, Mark. You don't have to worry about who your intermediary is trying to fill ahead of you. Accumulate pre-market. Ricky Ticky, you mean kind of scale up pre-market? I'm a momentum trader. I'll trade the momentum. If it starts pulling back, in particular with low float stocks, you do not want to be holding onto them for too long, because the momentum can move up, it can move down just as quick. So you want to take advantage of the momentum. You get in and you take profits along the way. I know what you're saying is every time it pulls back to like say the VWAP or a certain level, good catalyst, then add more. But why not just load up at the start and then take profit at the top? It comes back down, load up again at the same area, and it goes back up again. Take profit again. It's better to do it that way. You can get multiple bites at the cherry rather than just adding more as it bounces at a certain level and not taking profit at the highs. Nobody's broke taking profits. But also, you don't know who's on the other end of this accumulating at the highs. Ready to dump. It's all right. I'll have my cuddly toy later, Alistair. You see, she's in the other room with the little one. Oh, we've got 8 minutes before the bell rings. And thank you very much. We got over 50 thumbs up. If you've still not hit the thumbs up button, you know, there's still time to do it, but I'm not going to pressure you guys now. It is, Ricky Ticky. It is. The fact that it pulled back to like 225, I think was good. It's consolidating up around the $0.50 now, so that's not a bad sign. Not as extended as it was. Yeah, you got to preserve your, not persevere, but preserve your mental capital, Morg, I think is what you're saying. Yeah. Well, I'm not trading unless I see something good. Right now, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, Nutex Health is reverse split today. We've seen how they can work. Just get in. Look, I'm a degenerate. That's the reason you guys come onto my channel, is because you know that I'm a degenerate and you know that I'm going to be. I can't leave the buy button. Is my. It's my white powder. Absolutely, there you go, Mike. Perfect example. He's been telling us all. Mike's been telling us all for the last hour that he's at over goal, nearly 2x over goal, or he's now 2x over goal. And every time saying, I should shut it down. I had a red day yesterday. I should shut it down. And the next thing he says is, I'm now 2.5 times over goal. I'm like, what? So Mike's a degenerate. Alistair's definitely degenerate. You're all coming onto this channel because we're all of a cut from the same cloth. I should rename it not Day Trade with Tony, but Degenerate Trading. That's what we should do. Don't be blaming me, John. You were a degenerate before you found my channel. Come on. At least I try to put some sense. I talk sense. I just don't practice, which is why I keep telling you all to do as I say, not as I do. Absolutely, Morg. You're like you're just that sadist getting. You really are. You're the type of person that gets his kicks at casualty, at ENR. I don't want to teach the bad, but I want to give examples of the bad getting him. So that's why I do it on purpose. Yeah, right. I lost 30 grand in February on purpose. I meant to do it to show you that, you know, green streaks come to an end. I don't mind this pullback before the open. We've got 4 minutes. Just kind of trading sideways up at the top there, so Lays still below the LASE, still below the VWAP. Not really interested in that one. Solar banks, no volume, even though it's on the watch list. NA's fallen below $2. So yeah, I mean the gap scanner is just full of bear market ETFs. I don't know. I like the 30k days, Alan. I much prefer the 30k days than the red days. Yeah, it's moving, but it's not on any kind of decent volume. Candle Therapeutics, it popped up. One candle of volume's not enough to be taking trades on that. It's back below $5. Well, we've got 90 seconds. You can't see it, but I'm changing my scanners from the pre-market session to the regular session. I don't want to be getting caught out. Yeah, so there's no volume at all here. Look at this. The volume peak is like less than 8k a minute. So, and that's on this little one that got rejected up there at 506 or whatever it is. Yeah, no volume. Spreads are 10 cents. That's because of the no volume. 10 cent spreads on a $5 stock. No thanks, you can keep that. I'll put it on the watch list though, because let's face it, there's nothing else to put on there. The volume will come on in about 30 seconds. Yeah, but there's some good ones last year as well, Alan. Let's see what the market throws at us today. We've now got our above the pre-market high. Candle Therapeutics is now green on the day. I don't like it though. I want to see more volume on it. I want to see get a bit of momentum one way or the other. I don't like it. 563 is the halt level to the upside, so maybe Aurora Cannabis making a move to the upside. Nice big move to the upside. No leverage on candle. Leverage on Aurora though, I believe. Yeah. Who's muted? I'm not muted. Oh, what, Serene? Volume there is just dying off. That first volume candle. Same thing here with candle therapeutics here. We've got yeah, it's something will come. Something will come. The SGM. Let's have a look at that one first. It's just hit the top of the momentum scanners. And it's at the halt level, so as that goes into a volatility halt, I can take a look at what the actual catalyst is, if there is one. That's halted to the upside. ESGM, no company specific, so that's just intraday momentum. Probably not something worth getting excited about. Candle going back red on the day, it seems. Aurora Cannabis bouncing down near the VWAP. See, on the 2-minute VWAP, if you put this on the 2 minutes, it's actually bounced on the 2-minute VWAP. And I'm not. ADI, which was just sideways at the moment, sideways, very choppy sideways, which is why you wanted to watch that pre-market high. I did say 275. I'll be watching 275, but didn't get there. Rejected at 274. Psychological level, quarter, half, and whole dollars. Always psychological level at this. Psychological levels at this. Let's go back to BSGM. So Aurora Cannabis getting a bit choppy there, sideways. Let's go back to BSGM. I'll see what the resumption price is likely to be. 216. So flat resumption. So if it's particularly bullish, I'll be looking for a gap up, but it's looking like flat resumption. So we'll maybe come back to that in a second. 2 minutes left. Maybe Aurora Cannabis can get green on the day. Yesterday's closing price was $6.35. That's the breakout. Just tapping just 6.35 there. 6.35.5. There you go. It's just got over yesterday's closing price. It went green briefly for the day. There doesn't seem to be any good setups at the moment. I'm not seeing anything significant that I would say, yeah, let's try that. IFBD, I'll have a quick look at that before. It's halted as well. Infobird, recent IPO from February, I believe. Dial now below the VWAP. Oh, that chance of a gap and go there seems to be gone. Infobird's halted to the upside. That will be not seeing any catalyst. Nope. WNW trying to get back up towards the VWAP. Let's look at the SGM. Should resume in about 40 seconds. So let's see what the action is. So 215 resumption is what I've got on the imbalance. So 215 resumption, and we'll see if we get continuation or does it pull back. So this is BioSig technology. No new catalyst today. It had a move all the way up to $3 yesterday and then pulled back and sold off. Or is it going to do the same today? We'll pull back to the whole dollar of 2. And then the break. The SGM, BioSig Technology, doesn't look strong enough to we'll see. Let's have a look at Infobird. I don't know about history of making big moves. It doesn't have I mean, it went up to like $55 or whatever it was in February. Over $100, couple of $100 there last year. So it was a big price stock. It's been heavily beat up this last year. This should resume in about 10 seconds-ish. I'm looking at 511, 510 resumption, so it's kind of a flat resumption. Let's see what happens. Have we got any leverage on this, by the way? Yeah, full leverage. Oh, it did gap up. NA back above the VWAP after a big move this morning. Back above $2. Spreads on this are a bit rangy. And 15 cents, so you've got 20 cents spreads. So Infobird, be worried that the spreads are as much as 20 cents. Yeah, 20 cent spreads. So just be, you need to factor that in. It might be 25 cents on the 1 minute ATR, but the spreads are to as much as 20 cents. So that the risk doesn't add up, doesn't calculate. Math ain't mathing. Nano Labs moved this morning quite big. Had a pre-market high of 257. First thing. Seen a lot of pops, but nothing with continuation, really. LifeWorks. No, not enough volume on that one. Yeah, not seeing the volume, just kind of died out, spiked up and died out. A lot of that. Mediacore Holdings had a volatile few days. It went up to $7, I think it was on Friday. And pulled all the way back to sub $3. MDIA is the ticker. One of the top momentum stock right now, to the upside. Not really seeing that momentum right now. This is the kind of day when you've got the market that's saying bear and you're looking for something that's bullish. Nvidia's actually breaking highs, which is nice. Green on the day. S&P 500 above the VWAP now. Go figure. Volume's not great across the board. Getting, I think we're kind of struggling to find good moves to the upside at the moment. That's not to say patience is the thing now. So when you've got a market like today, which is conflicting, you've got the market pulling back because of the CPI numbers. You're looking for bullish action with the small caps. You're getting pops, but no continuation. It's best just to sit on your hands. Don't actually take any trades unless they are setting up nice for you. And I think Aurora Cannabis is looking like it. If it gets over 650, I think it could go. Not got the volume though. Missing the volume. Got a lot of these moves. I mean, Nano Labs nice move up, but that big pullback there from kind of 236 or 233. Bounced on the whole dollar, which is not bad. Struggling to hold the VWAP up by the looks of it. So let's see. Media breaking high, media coat. Well, Mike, if you don't like the volume, don't trade it. Like I say, there are two essential ingredients: volume and volatility. You need one without the other, useless. You need both volume and volatility. And don't take a trade just for the sake of trading it. You've seen me do it. You've seen me do it time and time again. And how often does it pan out? Very rarely. Nano Labs has got great relative volume. Maybe it gets over $5, I might be interested. Maybe a call. I'll come back to that one a little later. Buy a SIG, looking at testing those high, that's $4 high. Again. It's going to double top. I don't like the look of this on the 5. Needs to just get over 330 there. It's a nice little skirt. Now we can look at 5 minutes. It's not reliable. The moves are just not reliable. So you're looking for something, and you want that continuation. You're looking for the confirmation. Is it going to? It breaks high and then it pulls back. It's just not worth taking the trade. We've seen that with VSGM. We're seeing it with Nano Labs. Back up, down, back up again, down. Well, the $0.25 is essential now for this one. Test the highs. Infobird move up, the pullback. Now the small gradual snaky move up. Spreads 10-20 cents to be worried about. Absolutely, it's not the market. No, it depends. The change percentage on the scanners is from. So if you're talking about this one here, Jack, the change percentage here is based on the yesterday's closing price. So this is based on, this is the move today. So based on yesterday's closing price. Then you've got the change in the last 60 minutes, the last 30 minutes, and the last 15 minutes. I can go further and say the last 5 minutes. But yeah, so that's what that is. That's the volume across the current day. Okay, so this day, that's the volume. And I've got volume for the last 60 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever. Yeah. Absolutely, Mark. Sometimes the most profitable trade is the one you don't take. Or the most important trade is the one you don't take. Well, if you're asking, why would I take a look at Reddit? And if you're asking that question, Mr. J, then you should already know the answer. You know, if you're in a long position and it's not going your way, then you need to cut it. It's that simple. You don't trading on hopium is the route to blowing up your account. It's not going your way, but the trade. Very simple. But if you're in a good position, take some profits. Made a small loss. 275. Have a good one, mate. You're 2x goal, mate. Why did you not lock it down when we told you to, buddy? You're turning into a degenerate like me. Like I say, tomorrow, get to goal and lock it in. Just get in the habit of locking in green. When you've done that for a consistent number of days, then you can start looking at, okay, I'll risk it for a biscuit, you know, but then you have a red day and you go back to basics. Lock in a green day over goal, lock it in. Lock in a green day over goal. When you've had a few in a row, that's when you can be taking a few more risks because you've got a little bit of a bank to play with from the previous days. Good stuff, Neith. That's what I like to hear. Well, if you're in profits, nobody goes broke by taking profits, J12. Remember that. Well, the markets are trying to make a comeback, and the large caps with it, John. Idiot over $5. That's more reliable. Ooh. Buy that. Just about to put a trailer, a stop on at $5 and it flushed by 40 cents. So, I'll look for the bounce. Big flush. It was grinding, but I just got caught on that 40-cent flush there all day. I wanted to see. And we get back over $5. Yes, the highs will be nice, but I'll settle for back over $5 on this. 10 cents away. Not risking any more than I have to. And it be like that sometimes. Raw cannabis is now over 650, testing 660, and that's the one I called out earlier. Kind of kicking myself for not getting into Aurora Cannabis as it went green on the day, but look, you can't catch them all. It's not Pokemon, is it? Testing five, come on, 5. Let's get over 5. Up to $4.99 on that candle, on this candle. Get over $5. Take the bid with you. Well, could have got a small profit. If I was quicker with that, but I'll take that. I could come back from that. That's no problem. Lays. There we go. Lays maybe going green on the day. Who was it? Laser Photonics. Just broke the pre-market high. A creeper or a cannabis. Get 10 cents on this. Keep laughing all the way to the bank. Need new glasses. All my lines are blurred. Oh, it might just be with my head cold. Lines are all blurred. We get the three. Come and test the $3/4 here on Aurora Cannabis. What are you looking for? 10 cents. Half off, and then put the trailing stop into the rest. 10 cent trailing stop means the rest is also profitable, and I will scale in again if it continues to move up. Excuse me. That'll do. Nice, 500 bucks. Takes me to within 20 bucks of my goal. The light goes trailing stops though. Infobird, bit of a flat top, sending wedge into a flat top there on Infobird at 575. Could be interesting if that gets over 6. I like Aurora's off from there. There's gold. And to keep this. There we go. We're over gold. I'll just keep that there. Anything that gives me is all gravy. This ain't quite a profitable trade yet, but it's not going to. I'm almost $100. Yeah, there we go. And now we're in the realms of a profitable trade. So we're over goal and we're locking this in after this trade. It's not a great day for trading. But moves is not really, what's the word I'm looking for? There's not a lot of the continuation. The momentum's not sustaining on most of these. Yeah, just not sustainable moves. So I think get to goal and get out is the best way to do it. There we go. All right, so I'm going to lock it in. And that's 6 consecutive green days in a row. And hopefully we'll have some more. So, yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow. So I'll be back at it tomorrow. Usual time, 7 o'clock for the scanners, 8 o'clock for me live. And if you want to learn how to trade, check the link tree pinned in the chat or in my profile in TikTok. Check the link tree. Come join the Day Trade with Tony community. You get access to the private Discord. You get access to all the education material, of the lecture material. Get access to the reading material. Get access to me as a mentor. By all means, come and join. We've not had anybody join for a while, so it's been a bit quiet this year. Probably because I was losing in February. So if you want to learn how to day trade the stock market, get on it. It's you can find the link in the link tree. And if you want to find stocks to trade like I do, like Aurora Cannabis or Infobird, which is breaking out right now. Infobird breaking highs over $6. Then Benzinga is the one that you want to try out. Again, check the link in the link tree and or in the description if you want on YouTube. Check the link out and you can try that free for 14 days. Look, I'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate the company, and I'll be back at it again tomorrow.